Here we go. Hey guys, it's Adam aka Swimming Bird, and welcome to Kirby Planet Robobot, the new game for the Nintendo 3DS. This is a follow-up to Kirby Triple Deluxe on 3DS, and if you'd like to watch that game, I'll put a link at the top of the description to my playthrough from a few years back. This time around, we have 27 different copy abilities, 4 of which are classics returning from games made before Triple Deluxe, and 3 are brand new to the series, like the adorable Dr. Kirby. So as our story starts, a techno-terror looms overhead, but King DDD is too busy playing the simplest game of chess I've ever seen. I know Waddle Dees are probably not that bright, but I doubt King DDD is either, so he has to beat him at Chess Jr., and Meta Knight senses a disturbance on planet Popstar. Our hero, of course, is napping under his favorite tree, probably dreaming of cake slices and whole tomatoes. The invaders are getting right to it, though, drilling directly into Popstar and releasing the bots. A few of these look like something we might want to take and use for ourselves. So Dreamland is being assimilated pretty quickly here into the cyber consciousness. But the citizens are not going to take that sitting down. King DDD launches the castle cannons, and Meta Knight goes for a more direct approach. It looks like he's going to use the Independence Day strategy and just ram into the core. Doesn't seem like either is going to work, though. They cannot stand up to the technology of these invaders, and even the Great Halberd crashes to the ground. They do have the cannon. Maybe he was going to fire that, but I like to think that Meta Knight is so brave and honorable, he would just sacrifice himself to try to take the ship down. Of course, our hero, this little pink blob puff, has to save everybody, as usual. So we're getting right into it. I appreciate this game goes a little bit into the story to start with this cutscene, but we learn more about the invaders later on. They don't spend a ton of time talking about them, and we can get right into World 1. This is Patched Plains, or Area 1, and Stage 1. So lots of copy abilities to choose from, like I mentioned, for little old Kirby here, but that's not all. I'm gonna sound like an infomercial. Act now and you can pilot the Robobot armor. So the Robobot armor, it's an evolution of the Animal Friends, and this thing kind of blew me away. It's a mech suit for Kirby to pilot, and it's huge. Well, relative huge, I guess. Kirby's only 8 inches tall, but it's pretty big, and it's really cool. It also has its own copy abilities and unique movesets, so lots of variety in store as we kick off this new adventure. And right off the bat, you can see the Waddle Dees are very easily bribed. They've been given hard hats and little walkers so they don't have to walk anywhere, and that was enough for the invaders to get them on their side. They're hauling around spiky sticks to avoid. Yeah, if you ever need soldiers for your army, go after the Waddle Dees. They're not that effective, but they're easy to get on your side. Here's our first copy ability, Spark. Mash on the control pad to charge up your power and create an energy barrier. With the Spark ability, you can even fire plasma shots, so it has some of the plasma abilities from Superstar as well. And there's a lot of moves for all these copy abilities. I'm not going to spend too long lingering on these, but here's a quick look if you want to learn a bit. Bronto Burt is trying to swoop in. You can see he's already got some cyber enhancements as well. He's got his little Terminator eye. There we go. Oh, knocked him over. I always feel bad. I mentioned this in Triple Deluxe as well, but I feel horrible getting rid of these little guys because they're adorable. Here's our first sticker. Those are the collectibles in this game, along with code cubes, but I'll get into that when we find our first one. Stickers are used to decorate your little Robobot armor. Gonna try to get Sir Kibble here. Nope. There we go. All right, now we have the cutter ability, and we can dash in and take a warp star into the next area. So yeah, the copy abilities, there's quite a good amount of them. A few of them aren't carried over from Triple Deluxe. The Bell and Beetle ability, 2 of my favorites, are unique to that game, but that gives you reason to go back and play Triple Deluxe. But there's a bunch to choose from, on top of all the Robobot stuff. Oh no! Don't you dare, you little jerk! I feel bad taking him out, of course, but if he's gonna fire that at me, slide through here, and oh, there's Blade Knight. Let me try to get him without accidentally getting the cutter again. There we go. We're gonna look like little Link and grab another sticker. Now, the abilities here, pretty soon we'll unlock the amiibos that we can activate, and there are some unique abilities that you get with using those. Most of them, though, you can still unlock in the game. You don't need the amiibos. They just kind of give you some unique looks. And the 5 main ones, there's 92 compatible amiibos, which is kind of cool. So if you have like a Mario amiibo You can get the fire ability if you want it, stuff like that. Some of them, like Sonic and Ryu, the Smash Brothers line ones, will just kind of give you a random ability. But some of them do have specific ones, like Dr. Mario, of course, gives you the Doctor ability. Try to get that fire. There we go. And the Doctor ability comes from Dr. Mario, of course, and like the ESP ability, which is also new, comes from Ness. Here is Bandana Waddle Dee. Just like in Triple Deluxe, he gives us this little food that we can store. There we go. We get better stuff if we Street Pass, and we can touch it to get a little bit of life. Thank you, buddy. Might as well use that cherry now, though, because I need a little bit. So, yeah, we have so many abilities here. I'll try to show them as we go. This flaming ability allows Kirby to spit out fire, light the fuse, and ignite yourself to produce an even more powerful flame. And a quick look at the fire moves. We'll get the other ones that I've already gotten here as we go along. There's so many different abilities. I'm gonna go with the beam, though, if I can get this Waddle Doo. There we go. I like when you do a dashing jump with beam, you can do a cool like laser shot. And beam is the ability that gives you control of electricity itself. It looks like a simple ability, but science cannot yet explain how it works. Even after all these years, it's been around since the NES Kirby's Adventure. So here we go, heading on with our cute little jester hat. And even these Waddle Dees, with all their new technology, are no match for the fearsome Clanky Woods. This is the new version of Wispy Woods, and we can try to fight him, but we're mostly gonna have to try to get away from him. He's too strong for us right now. It's almost like our first battle with Ridley in Super Metroid. You need to just kind of get away. I'll do a little bit of damage as we go, but we're mostly trying to not get crushed by those drill roots. Oh, he's trying to land on us. Get out of here. Yeah, he's a little bit more fearsome and scary in this game. Definitely not as cute as in some of the previous versions. He's helping me break these blocks, though, so if there's anything hidden under there, he's gonna cover it for us. But yeah, the amiibo that I was talking about, the ones that have more unique powers that you can get are the Smash Kirby amiibo. You can get the Smash Brothers ability, which is really cool. That's returning from some of the earlier games, like Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, and that lets you use the Smash moveset. And there's our first code cube. Let's grab that here. It's in the foreground. These, you have to collect a few of them, like 4 or 5, to get the boss door unlocked, but if you get all of them in a world, you'll get the EX stage, like the little bonus level. That's usually pretty fun and a little more challenging. We can't go under there, just double checking. But yeah, so we're gonna try to get all the code cubes as we go, but you don't need all of them. There's usually 3 in every level. Let's finish up here. So yeah, the Smash Kirby amiibo gets that Smash Brothers form. There's a line of 4 new Kirby amiibos that just came out. And you guys can let me know which one you want to see first. We're going to unlock the ability to use the amiibos here very soon. So the Kirby amiibo from the Kirby line will unlock UFO Kirby. That's another thing that's been around since the Kirby's Adventure game. And then the King DDD has a special hammer form that looks more like DDD. And Meta Knight has a special sword form. And then Waddle Dee has a special parasol form. We've got some nice stickers here that we can throw on our mech once we get it. So yeah, those amiibo, they're kind of like nice little cool visual enhancements, but they're powers that you can mostly find. The UFO Kirby is the only one that you have to beat the game 100% to actually unlock that. So it's a little faster, obviously, to use the amiibo instead. But you can get hammer and sword and parasol normally, so don't worry too much about that. We're gonna jump through these little pistons here and make our way into the background. Another, very similar to Kirby Triple Deluxe. They kept that mechanic going. But yeah, the Smash and the 2 versions of Kirby, those 2 amiibos are probably the most unique of the powers. But I like the DDD one turns into a little blue Kirby with a hat and stuff. Like, you look a little more like that version of, you look like a penguin sparrow, whatever you want to call it. These Bronto Berts, they look like jerks. They're just, just being real evil compared to normal. I know that they're usually not too nice. They swoop in on you, but they just seem more scary in this game because of that crazy Terminator eye. But we can block their bombs with our new Parasol. This is, we can guard against falling objects or take a floaty stroll through the air. You can also spray water to attack enemies or put out fires. And we'll give you a quick look at the moves. Here we go. So yeah, when you're in the water, it has some functionality as well. Got some cool stuff that we can do, like doing a little thing where we kind of just like hang out on our parasol and spin as we drop from the air through the tube. Luckily, Kirby is a very squishy little dude. All right. and we got to keep our eyes open, because now that we're in a normal level, we have 3 of those code cubes to get. Oh, I wanted that bomb. Let me back up real quick. I wanted to try to get all the guys in the background, and I hope it'll pop up again. Here it comes. There we go. Let's use the crash ability. Look at Kirby's crazy hair. And... Haha! Annihilation! Oh, nope. Could not get those guys. Sorry for that anticlimactic explosion there. There we go. There's the sword ability. I think I might do that because we did fire a little bit ago. Sword, the undisputed king of melee weapons, drill stab, down thrust, spin slash, the list goes on. You can even pretend to be the legendary green hero. So obviously, yeah, if you scan the Link amiibo or the Toon Link amiibo, you'll get this as your ability. And you can even do a cool skyward strike. Lots of updates to the sword ability through the years, even though it's been around since Kirby's Adventure as well. Okay, look at that robo tree back there. Here's our first introduction to our new armor, but it doesn't really look quite like Kirby would want to ride in that. There's somebody else in there. It's an Invader. Kind of looks like Kirby, like he's wearing a little mask that looks a bit like him. Let's take out this Invader armor with some slices. We do have these, these nice little stars that'll pop out. It's kind of like the, kind of like the other Kirby games. Before you could do copy abilities, they make sure that there's these stars that you can use to do damage as well if you don't have a copy ability. Let's see if we can get a nice spin, slice. There we go. All right, it's ours for the taking. Here we go. Like the namesake, this is the Robobot armor. Kirby is powered up and ready to punch. So we can double jump in this thing, not too many jumps. You can see the controls here. The mysterious mech produces different powers depending on its pilot. Kirby's copy ability power has transformed it into a shape-shifting copy robot. So we can kind of boost around, scan things to copy, and reset, but we have little guard and punch abilities and stuff like that. So it does help you break through a lot of stuff that Kirby will not be able to get through on his own. We're gonna scan and get some fire, and now we can just toast this place, make a big stack of flapjacks. There we go. And just take that down. It's got, I think we can do, yeah, down, and the attack too spreads it all over the place. We're just burning through this land, and there's a door that only the Robobot armor can go through, so you can tell because it's all, got that sliding door, and it's way bigger than Kirby would be. We can even get rid of these guys. So yeah, it's kind of a, sorry little guy, didn't mean to do that. We want to scan this spark. Come here. There we go. This is the spark version. I like this one a lot. It's got a shocking surge of electric power. Watch out for the cannon blasts. So we have a few different abilities here, and we can kind of charge it up too with the, there we go. We have to be firing it already, like holding it down, and we can do the whole mash the control stick around to get those extra shots. See you little guys. I feel bad still, but this is the way. We gotta take them out. Oh, there we go. We gotta make sure you're not using an ability already. You wanna use X to get rid of it. If you're gonna get a new one, there we go. We got beam, and we can bounce these little beams around. I love this. They just kind of pop all over the place and take people out. Be careful if you're gonna try to go explore off a cliff, because like I mentioned, this thing does not have multiple jumps other than the first, extra one. So you can't just keep, floating into a pit like Kirby could. Give me that delicious soda. Haven't had a soda in so long in real life. Might as well enjoy it in a video game. Let's grab the cutter version. This might be, we have some more coming up that are really cool, but this is one of my favorites because you can just launch these cool saw blades or just hold on to them and mow through everything. This is kind of like one of those, star power-ups where in previous game you'd only have it for a little limited time, but you get to use the Robobot armor pretty frequently in this one, and has a lot of uses. You're not just getting rid of it immediately or anything. We can grab onto this and spin the control stick to ratchet that all the way up. There we go. All right, yeah, this is kind of a crash course showing us all these different powers that we're gonna be able to use. There's so many little copy abilities. How about a bomb? There's Poppy Bros Jr., one of the cutest enemies. Thank you. Oh wait, hey, get rid of that. There we go, we got him. Now the bomb one, pretty different from the normal bomb. A lot of these are different, but this one especially, you send out these little bomb guys, and they will, they'll just kind of track along the surface. You can even hold to, you can hold the button to aim up and down if you want to launch them different ways. but that's a good way to send out little explosive fighters to make sure the path is cleared ahead. All right, we're gonna spin this thing out of the way, boost our way over. So yeah, it does have the big weakness of not being able to jump too many times, so be very careful. You're gonna be using the Robobot armor a lot because you could fall into a pit, but for the most part, it is just a really nice, kind of cool, powerful thing to use to make you feel like you're unstoppable. All right, there we go. Look, oil or something. Maybe those were like gears or something that fell out. Another stack of flapjacks. Don't mind if I do. We do have 2 more code cubes to find. Hey, don't want to leave any fries behind. I don't even need it, but it's all right. Another thing that's good, though, is that the Robobot armor protects you from damage, but we have to leave it behind for now. We're going in this little tube. Robots cannot squish and squeeze like a Kirby can. I'm gonna grab Rocky over here. I believe that's his name. There we go. We got the stone power-up, and we can just kind of slam our way down this hill. Kirby rocks with the stone ability. Slide down slopes and squash your enemies in seconds flat. With so many transformations, who knows what he'll turn into next. So the stone transformation, you can turn into a bunch of different looking statues and stuff. So let's just do that and ride our way down. That's the classic, Rocky Rock look there. All right, they're all gone. And we are gonna need some help getting through these things. Hey, Cappy, I know you got a whole town dedicated to you, but don't be a jerk about it. All right, we got some stuff in the background that Kirby cannot deal with. So we're gonna need our Robobot armor. Look at that, that beautiful man statue. Okay, now we can punch our way through and get anything that's hiding down in here, like some extra stars to get some extra lives. Hey, I think those are Kabus, yeah, the little guys. I have a little cheat sheet of Kirby enemies because I'm like so far I haven't had to use it until now, but I try to remember all the names of them, but sometimes it's tough. All right, this is the sword transformation. Cut evil down to size with the sword of science. Power beam saber. So yeah, we can do some cool cutting with these robo swords. All right, let's get down here and grab the gold stickers. Are the more rare ones to find. And just like in most Kirby games, be careful what you're doing when you can destroy stuff, because look, in the background there's a chest. And if you're just slicing blindly, going on a power trip, you're gonna not be able to grab this chest and get the code cube inside. There we go. But yeah, they'll do that a lot in Kirby games where they're like, make sure what you're destroying, because you make sure, you're sure what you're gonna destroy. Otherwise, you might miss some stuff and have to go through the level again. Yeah, we take so little damage you could just run right into a Waddle Dee if you want to take them out that way, rather than worry about slicing them. Okay, and we can spin that around to unscrew that little thing. Ooh, we got an extra life. No Bronto Bert survives. Grab that real quick before we move on here. There we go. So there's some little like puzzles and stuff. I'm gonna get Cutter again because I like that one a lot. There we go. Yeah, this might be, I don't know. There's some other really cool ones coming up, so I don't want to say for sure that Cutter's my favorite or anything, but I do like it a lot. We do, wrong way. Hey, Kirby, this way, there we go. We're gonna turn it so you get those stairs and let us get up and cut through this. There we go. Little secret down here. We're gonna have to get out of the Robobot armor though. We're gonna get through. We do need our sword ability again though, or else we can't cut through some of this stuff. And now, yeah, there's a lot of cool little puzzles like this where it's like, you need Kirby to start out, and then you can use the Robobot armor to break through, and lots of combinations of the two. There's a little bonus room, and we need to cut, oh, wrong way. I was looking at it very carefully, and then I remember, yeah, gotta cut the one on the right. We don't want a Gordo, that's not what we're after. Gordo's hurt. I've played Smash Brothers enough to know you don't want to run into a Gordo. Okay, here we go. And we got all the code cubes, so we are good to go in this level and break our way through. On top of how cool the Robobot armor is, also the song for it that plays is really fun as well. We can just kind of boost our way through. I don't need that meat. There we go. Yeah, you really feel bad for these little guys when Kirby's just destroying them and they're bouncing all over the place with razor blade, metal gears in their face. This is a Metal Gear, but, there we are. Reminds me of Mega Man a little bit, too. I was going to say, Mega Man X had these little mech suits you could use very briefly, and I think this game was inspired very much by that, but fleshed out a lot more. We got so much that we can do with our Robobot armor. Okay, we're going to get the stickers and finish up. I think we've pretty much unlocked the amiibos, so next time, if you guys want to let me know in the comments what you'd rather see for our amiibo powers to unlock. You can use 10 of them a day, but I have, you know, whatever amiibos you want to see. I'm sure a lot of you probably want to see the ones with the exclusive stuff. First off, ooh, the Ultra Sword sticker. That was a rare one. So I do have Smash Kirby as well as the Kirby line, Kirby, DDD, Meta Knight, and Waddle Dee. So let me know in the comments, please. And next time, if we don't unlock it now, we should have it in this next level. Please leave a comment and let me know, and leave a like if you're enjoying the series so far. This is a fun level. We're heading onto the train next time, and I'll see you then for more Kirby Planet Robobot.